and this is also to parents in the room, is that life is moving so fast and changes are occurring so rapidly that we can't predict them. So one of the things I suggest to parents, for example, is do not try to pick your child's career, okay? Because God made the child one way and gave certain gifts, right, to be one way. Now, one thing none of us know is what life's going to be like in 20 years. How many of your parents or grandparents knew you could talk to India on Skype in your generation, right? That would have been unheard of. So for all we know, our grandkids can dematerialize. Who knows? Okay? You don't know. So trying to help them to be an accountant might make no sense whatsoever. So raise them by the gifts they were given. The creator that made them has more sense than what we do. They have a sense, I mean, they're planning and manipulating, right? What's going on in multiple years, whatever. I mean, they help me figure out, they help me do something that showed up 30 years later. I didn't know, I just followed. So same thing with you. If you just follow the gift and follow the authenticity and follow your own reality, then wherever you end up is where you're supposed to be. Because you're following the voice that's guiding you, the voice that knows far more than you do. Because what we've learned in my research with authenticity is that authenticity is based on 3 voices. We talk about authentic voice, and you'll hear me and the other speakers coming in today talk about authenticity. We may use authentic, we may say authentic voice, we may say authenticity, we may say spirit, we may say universe. It's all the same stuff. It's all just being the person you were intended to be, being you, doing you, helping your children to do that as well. So connecting with the real you. So the 3 voices are your inner voice, which is the voice that nobody hears but you. It's your voice. It's your voice and your connection to your higher power and how you receive information. You're going to learn a lot about that today. The second voice is the outer voice. And the outer voice is how other people perceive you. When you walk in a room, when you saw me in my long dress and my orange, you probably had one thought. When you saw me with my cane, you might have thought something else. You saw me in a wheelchair, you might have thought something else. So you may have had many views of who I am, what I'm about. When you heard me speak, you might have thought something else. And you're still basing a judgment based on my outer voice. But now you can connect that with my inner voice, because what I'm saying relates to the inside of me. And what you see is the outside. So it's 2 different, and we're going to talk about that as far as authenticity. We're going to go one step deeper, and we're going to talk about your expressive voice. And your expressive voice deals with who you have become, how you have used your inner voice and outer voice, and how you put it together, and who you ended up to be on this planet, and how you show up on a day-to-day basis. And that's what we're going to give you an assessment.